Welcome, everyone. Today, we are diving deep into a tactical breakdown of one of the most highly anticipated matchups of the tournament, the knockout clash between Morocco and the Netherlands. This isn't just another game. It is a complex, high-stakes, tactical chess match. We've got incredible energy, intense passion, and a ton of data to unpack to give you the full picture before kickoff. So let's get right into it. Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our game plan for today's briefing. First, we'll look at the knockout stage challenge. Second, we'll break down the Dutch machine. Third, we'll explore the Moroccan arsenal. Fourth, we'll do some starting lineup comparisons. And finally, we'll reveal the ultimate keys to winning the match.
Starting off with Section 1, the Knockout Stage Challenge.
Analysts are looking at this game as a massive clash between two completely different styles. On one hand, you have Morocco's strengths. They rely on insane physical endurance, a relentless sprint rate all game long, and absolute dominance in one-on-one defensive duels. On the flip side, you have the Netherlands. Their game is built on clinical attacking efficiency, a heavy reliance on possession, and lightning-fast transitions. It really is a battle of Moroccan physical discipline versus the Dutch attacking machine. That brings us to Section 2, the Dutch machine. 10. That is the number of goals the Netherlands have scored in the tournament so far. This high number makes it absolutely clear that we are looking at one of the most dangerous attacking setups out there. They are ruthless in front of the goal and will capitalize on even the smallest of chances. And this brilliantly illustrates exactly why their frontline is so lethal. Cody Gakpo is an absolute nightmare in one-on-one situations on the wing. Then you've got Daniel Malen, who is a ghost out there, constantly creating spaces with smart inside runs. And finally, Brian Broby. He is a physical powerhouse, acting as the perfect target man to hold up play and win those tough physical battles. It is a terrifying mix of speed and power. But, every machine has a vulnerability. And 6.5 is the average rating for the Dutch goalkeeper Bart Verbruggen. Analysts point out that while he has great footwork and helps build from the back, he really struggles with aerial duels and crosses. It's almost like gravity suddenly works against him when the ball is in the air. That makes him a very clear target for the Moroccan attackers. Let's shift gears to Section 3, the Moroccan arsenal. So, the crucial point is how Morocco utilizes the flanks. Achraf Hakimi isn't just a defender, he's an offensive engine who covered 10.5 kilometers in a single match. On the other side, Noussair Mazraoui is an incredible defensive anchor, boasting a 95% forward pass accuracy. But the real tactical genius is Bilal El-Khanous. He plays this brilliant dual role, dropping back to protect Mazraoui and stopping the Dutch wingers from creating two-on-one overloads. It is absolutely vital for their defensive balance. Now, take a look at the number 3. That represents Ismail Saibari's goal tally so far. He is a central piece of the Moroccan attack. His top-tier finishing abilities and constant runs behind the defense make him the absolute perfect key to unlock and strike at the slower Dutch defensive transitions. Moving right along to Section 4, the starting lineup comparisons. It's time for the tale of the tape, position by position. Starting in the back line, the data shows a clear advantage for Morocco. Yassine Bounou gets the nod thanks to his vast experience and reliability, especially compared to Verbruggen's recent errors. Out on the flanks, the Hakimi and Mazraoui duo gives Morocco an absolute edge both defensively and offensively over Dumfries and Van de Ven. Let's move to the center backs and see how this builds. Virgil van Dijk obviously gives the Netherlands a huge advantage with his immense experience and defensive leadership. But on the flip side, Morocco's Chado Riyad edges out Van Hecke, bringing a staggering 96% pass accuracy and a really strong presence in one-on-one duels. The midfield battle is going to be absolutely fierce. Analysts favor Ayoub Bouadi in the defensive role for his calm pressure absorption, as opposed to De Jong, who gets quite frustrated when he loses the ball. Nail El Ainaoui also takes the edge with his massive 11.3-kilometer work rate. He's literally like having an extra lung on the pitch. However, the playmaker advantage goes to the Dutchman, Ryan Gravenberch, simply because he's in better current form compared to Azzedine Ounahi. We'll wrap up the head-to-head with the attackers. Cody Gakpo is a massive threat and gives the Dutch the upper hand on the left wing. But balancing that out, Brahim Diaz's elite playmaking skills give Morocco the edge on the right. Up front, Saibari's finishing and offensive efficiency give him the clear advantage over Broby.
Finally, we've reached Section 5, the keys to winning the match.
How exactly can Morocco defeat the Dutch? That is the million-dollar question on every fan's mind right now.
How do the Atlas Lions stop the Dutch machine in its tracks? Well, the answer is right there in the data we just looked at. Now, what's really interesting about this strategic quote is the psychological insight behind it. The Dutch players, especially playmakers like Frankie de Jong, are completely wired for possession. If you deprive them of the ball, they lose their rhythm, they get incredibly frustrated, and their entire structure just collapses. Denying them the ball is the ultimate tactical trigger Morocco needs to pull. And here is the exact tactical playbook to make that happen. First, deny them possession to break their rhythm and frustrate their playmakers. Second, exploit the huge spaces left behind by Van de Ven using the speed of Hakimi and Diaz. Third, target the goalkeeper with aerial duels and set pieces to test his weak spot. And finally, maintain high defensive stamina and aggression in the midfield. At the end of the day, the numbers are clear and the tactical blueprints are all laid out, but the real test happens on the pitch. We are about to witness a spectacular clash between Morocco's relentless stamina and tactical discipline versus the sheer force of the Dutch attacking machine. Will Morocco's game plan be enough to dismantle the Dutch? We'll find out very soon. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive, and let's get ready for an amazing match.